All right, we're back in Mist of Pandaria, and what we're doing today is farming old raids for gold. And I've been working a lot to optimize the speed at which I can extract the most gold out of the old raids as fast as I possibly can. And with the testing and the practice I've done, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to hit 8,000 gold in just 1 hour. The character I'm using is this rogue here. We're at 512 item level, but trust me, you do not need gear this good to be able to kill these bosses. Most of these bosses are pretty easy, but I'll give you a look at what the gear is here. We got the 4-piece 1,000-fold blades. You know, gradually working in more and more heroic loot on this character instead of the normal mode stuff, so that's pretty good. We got assassination with Night Stalker is important, Leeching Poison is important, Burst of Speed is important. This one doesn't really matter. Combat Readiness, you might use it, you might not. And Mark for Death we'll use in a couple areas. Getting like free resets after killing things is pretty nice. And then for the Glyphs, we got Vendetta, Expose Armor, and Sprint to just help us go way faster. And the plan for the instances is this right here. We're going to start with Sunwell, then we're going to go to Magtheridon, then we're going to go to Black Temple, Ulduar, and finally Naxxramas 10-man. But in a lot of these, we're not going to do full clears. Like in Black Temple, like Illidan, he just has too much RP. It's too slow. You have to wait for a comma to open his door or whatever. He's not worth the gold per hour. He slows you down. So he's getting skipped. Reliquary of Souls is getting skipped. In Ulduar, we're really only killing 5 bosses. The 5 fastest, best ones we can. And then in Naxxramas 10-man, the plan is to not do anything in Military Wing and stop at Glyphs. And then if we have extra time at the end of that, maybe we do Thaddeus also. Maybe we do Resuvius in Military Wing. Depends if we have enough time. But that's enough yapping. I think we should get this going, I would say. Get the timer on screen right here. Get some Deadly Poison applied. Get some Leeching Poison applied. And maybe change into some more exciting music like Banjo-Kazooie. How about that? Poison. Poison. Ready, set, blast off. To Sunwell we go. The timer is started. We have 0 copper, 0 gold. We're making our way to Sunwell. Load faster, please. Load. There's a lot of load times in this. Away we go. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, that is my Swift Rizashi Raptor. Yeah, true. You can't get that mount anymore. Just saying. 8th Enjoyer, hello. Says right in time for the good stuff. Hell yeah. Right into Sunwell. 45 seconds. Can be mounted for a little bit. Then I'm going to want to stealth to safely get past this pack. We can mount again. Oh, Amani Warbear? Yeah, you also can't get that mount anymore. My mount macro is just a random collection of my coolest mounts. So it just mounts up a different one each time. Well, sometimes you get the same one twice, but you know, whatever. Are these guys gonna aggro? Yes. Vanish. We'll just go in stealth the rest of the way because we're getting close. So the first trick in Sunwell, really the only trick in Sunwell to make it go faster, is we're just going to stealth past Calicos. And we're going to initiate the Brutalis, like, RP that initiates the fight. We're going to initiate that before we fight Calicos. So by the time we're done fighting Calicos, the Brutalis RP is already done, and we just save time that way, instead of having to wait through the whole thing of, like, Madrigosa interrogating Brutalis, and then Brutalis killing Madrigosa. Spoiler alert, by the way. Yeah, we just, you know, it's a time save to run past like this. Graffiti, hello, how's it going? There we go. Dragons there. Back to Calicos. Alright, first boss. Good. Not sure you need to go that far to start RP. That may be true. I may have gone a little too far. Bye-bye, Sarthravar. The other improvement I made this week was finally got myself an add-on that skipped the confirmation for bind on pickup loot. So it just automatically goes into my inventory now, instead of having to click accept on each one. Which probably saves a couple minutes over the course of this run, instead of having to click all that stuff. Hello, Brutalis. Goodbye, Brutalis. This one can sometimes cause problems for people. This is a boss that can hit pretty hard. So I would say if you're struggling to kill this boss, you can go for different glyphs to make your character more defensive. You can also equip the PvP gloves, which are these guys. They give you extra healing from recuperate, and you can like actually use recuperate, which I'm not doing right now because I don't need to. The glyphs you would go for would be evasion. Hang on, let me make sure I actually kill this boss and then finish explaining that. There we go. Okay, right. So PvP gloves if you need more survivability, and then evasion, recovery, and recuperate glyphs for even more survivability. And then you should definitely be able to outlast Brutalis without an issue. Did they give back the gold in old raids? Yes. On October 28th, they nerfed that, and they removed all the gold from vanilla and TBC raids in Mist of Pandaria. And everyone was extremely mad about that. And 2 days later, on October 30th, they reverted that change, so all the old raids have gold again. Alright, so this part is some RP we just have to wait through, which is waiting for Madrigosa to turn into Fell Mist. There's no, to my knowledge, there's no skipping this part. Right, could I have just targeted Fell Mist there? The nameplate popped up for a second. Just spamming Mutilate to engage as fast as possible.
Glory to kill Jaden. Death to all who oppose.
There we go. Felmist is one where if you don't kill it very quickly, it'll go into an air phase, and it can't die during the air phase, so you have to play out the entire length of the air phase, which greatly slows down the kill if you don't super pump the boss. But we should be totally fine. There we go. 250 gold. Couple of items. Tokens vendoring for 5. Ooh, we got the leggings of Immortal Knight. Those are like a really, really good item. Or at least they were.
Madragosa deserved a far better fate. You did what had to be done, but this battle is far from over.
Put this over here, maybe. Okay. Next section. Just mount through all this, aggro everything, AoE it down at the end. Any of those lootable? I don't think so. Okay. Away we go. I'm not sure if I have to kill all of this trash, but I know in the past I've skipped it and it didn't go well. Like the boss didn't spawn or something. So ever since then, I just killed all this trash.
Misery, depravity, confusion, hatred, mistrust, chaos. These are the hallmarks.
This boss, I want to save Cloak of Shadows until after the boss, because they're going to leave a nasty debuff on me, and I want to be able to clear it off and just move on with my life. Move out of the blaze. There we go. 350 gold for that one. Cloak off the debuff. Sprint, stealth. Move along. With my Glyphed sprint, it makes sprint a little bit faster than burst of speed. So I usually want to use sprint instead of burst of speed if it's available, but I sometimes just forget and press burst of speed instead. But there's not a lot of glyphs you can take to make you do more damage or move faster in a run like this. So, you know, there's not a lot of choices that actually accelerate you. So that's why, you know, the choices of the glyphs seem maybe a little bit mid. Sprint, expose armor, and like Vendetta's the good one. The one, like, good one. Put a Crimson Tempest on those guys. Waiting for this guy to pop up. Got him. Bose armor's on him. Move over here. Vendetta up. Crimson Tempest. Everything's dead. Good. Everything's looted. Good. Move along. Rocket Belt faster than Stealth Sprint? Probably. Maybe I should be doing that. It can backfire sometimes, though, and it deals you a lot of damage. It deals, like, percentage of maximum health damage. So it'll do a lot to me. Which, you know, could cost me time to try to recover that health. Kill Jaden. Hello. Last boss. Alright, we just go in a circle like this, sidestepping the whole way. Sometimes he knocks me back. I'm not sure if the knockback is because I get too close, or if it's something else. Crimson Tempest, those dudes, fan of knives them. They'll bleed out from poison and Tempest damage. Keep moving. Bro, those rogues cast Hemorrhage on me? Look at my debuffs, dude. I got Hemorrhage debuff.
I serve only the master now.
Hell, dude. Dispatch time.
But I'm lost. I cannot find my way back.
Come on. Start AoEing those guys. What do we got? No legendary bow, but 500 gold. And we're going to Magtheridon next. What are we at? 1,856, but we've got a bunch of vendorables.
The nightmare is over. The spell is broken. Goodbye, Kalik.
There we
my
go.
love.
The nightmare is over. You're right, CK. We saved... Who was it? The imprisoned lady that only served the master? Yeah, we saved her. So don't worry about it. In we go. So we've got a couple ideas here. We're gonna try to Goblin Glider through most of the Magtheridon area. Hopefully that's a little bit faster than running through it, but I've never done that before, so I'm not sure. It seems like a good idea. And then I want to equip the Blessed Medallion of Karabor also, because after we kill Magtheridon, I want to go right to Black Temple. And this one has a 30-second equip cooldown. So I want to have it equipped preemptively so I don't just lose 30 seconds right after Magtheridon. And then I will also save Cloak of Shadows and save Vanish until after Magtheridon's dead. So I can cloak off any existing damage over time effects and then Vanish. Because when I engage Magtheridon, it's going to aggro all the adds in the area. And I don't want to bother having to kill them. So I just want to cloak and vanish after Magtheridon's dead to get those things to all reset and leave me alone. In we go. You farm Tempest, question mark. You mean Tempest Keep? I'm not intending to do that. Ooh, this looks good. No, I bumped into a wall. Okay, wait, we're still okay? Okay, wait, this looks sick. Yeah, that was great. Guys aren't dying as fast as I would like. Okay. No! I got coiled. Coiled again? Yeah, I didn't kill those ads very quickly. Maybe I do have to kill these things. Because I'm going to get spam coiled now. Yeah, I think that's the play. Not the intended way I wanted to do this. But we got a little unlucky. There we go. Loot everything. Portal out. What? I just got stunned by the falling ceiling. What the hell? There goes the world record. No, I think we're still on pace. I think we'll be okay. I think I should vendor here though.
All prices here are reasonable.
That I should open up and then vendor. Deal with it later. Golden Bow of Quel'Thalas. Not the legendary bow, unfortunately. Back to this one. Into Black Temple. Dappertons has got half of a glaive last week. Doing BT, it only motivates me to farm harder. Ooh, good luck. Good luck on the second glaive. Glaives are super sweet, dude. It's gotta be like, you know, top ranking weapons of all time in World of Warcraft. Did you get a Lair? No, I don't have Ashes of a Lair mount. I farmed that guy a lot of times, and eventually I just said, fuck it, I got better things to do. Oh, what the? Bumped into a wall there. Good. I did not take these out as quick as I wanted to. Okay. Good. Moving along. The Supremus next. Belt up the tube. Heal. Oh, wow, you could do that while still being stealth. I thought that broke stealth for some reason. Okay, okay, nitro boost, good. Didn't deal me damage. I guess it would break stealth if I procced the self-damage backfire. Back him up the hill here. Cloak the debuff from Nitro, yeah. How fast can you do Black Temple? I did 25 minutes on my warrior slow ass. It's not that long for Rogue, let me tell you what. But we're also gonna skip a few bosses. Reliquary and Illidan. Illidan alone takes like 6.5 minutes or something. Is incredibly costly time-wise. Whoa. Oh, he sees me. I see. There we go. So, mark for death. Despite these mobs showing as gray, like they wouldn't give me experience or honor, I still get marked for death resets while killing them. Which is weird, but whatever. I needed to first eliminate all of the mobs that can cast Cyclone Totem. And then after that, I can talk to Akama and have him initiate the RP. But Cyclone Totem is very dangerous. It just crowd controls you permanently as long as the totem is alive. Which can be like a minute or two if one of those mobs casts one Cyclone Totem spell. So it's the Mystics that I was targeting and just eliminating as soon as they got aggroed to minimize the risk of a Cyclone Totem happening. Did that get all the loot in the room? Almost. There. He's dead. I feel like that really didn't even necessitate or justify the use of Vendetta there. Alright, away we go. We're going to go to Terran Gorefiend next. Terran Gorefiend is definitely one of the slower bosses you can do here. The total time loss compared to gold gain for this segment of just going to Terran only amounts to about 5,000 gold per hour. However, if I skipped Terran, I would need to recover that gold somewhere else. And I think Terran is just the best place for me to get this gold, for me to be able to come in at, just over 8,000 in an hour, right? I was trying to think, like, this is definitely something I want to cut, but if I cut it, I'd need to find the gold elsewhere. Where else would I get it? Is there anywhere else that's even, good to go to? And, like, I've run out of good places to go to, so this Terran detour is only worth about 5,000 per hour. Which boss in Black Temple is actually the hardest? Well, I wouldn't say any of the Black Temple guys are very hard at all, so let me think about what would be the hardest. Maybe Illidari Council or Reliquary of Souls. They have some mechanics that are kind of annoying to deal with. Like the Reliquary of Souls has one phase where it just reflects 100% of damage dealt to it. Which means you have to heal yourself a whole lot. No backfire so far. Yeah, so far we're good. Right between those stealth detecting dogs so they don't aggro me. Next we go to Gurtog Bloodboil. I was thinking maybe we could use a Goblin Glider on Bloodboil also to get to him. Because you just go down a bunch of stairs, so if you're descending a lot, Glider can be pretty good. Delete the Magtheridon head. Oh wow, it's giving me a delete confirmation. I'm not going to do that right now. And I think if we fail, and we like accidentally aggro something here, we can burn the Vanish to save us. Like if the Goblin Glider doesn't really work the way I hope it does. Yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind. Just kind of ran into the wall there. Yeah, maybe we timed it wrong. Maybe there's still a useful place to put that. But that was definitely not the useful place to put it. We can kite this guy over to the doorway. Bye-bye. Cloak off his debuff. Ooh, we got a new transmog dagger. Messenger of Fate. Let's go. Take a left coming out of here. What does this look like? We have a damage over time effect on us right now, so no stealthing. So it's like a triangle. It's like a pizza slice dagger, dude. It's orange and triangle shaped. Okay. Away we go to Mother Shahraz, then Illidari Council, then we leave. Looks like a fucked up Dorito. Yep. That's another good interpretation, I'd say. Nitro. Surely it won't backfire. Easy not backfiring the Nitro boost. This boss can slap kind of hard. It can hit you a bit. Vendetta up. It's holding some energy, so I could spend the energy after the Vendetta was activated, rather than burning it out just before activating a Vendetta. This is just a Vendetta is just a debuff that makes it so the target takes more damage for the duration, so it just basically amplifies all my damage dealt to them. Alright, that guy's gone. Gal, I mean, Mother Shahraz. Last boss we're going to do in here, Illidari Council. Looks like a bricklaying trowel, Simon the Builder. Okay. Building an empire of gold. That's what I'm doing. I really enjoyed this. Like, when I hit 7,000 gold the first time, that was like a month or so ago. And I spent a lot of work, like, optimizing my route and timing things out and seeing what's efficient and what's not. And for me, that's pretty fun. What are we doing? This one. Kick. Oh, wait, I could, set focus. There, that's better. So I have a focus kick. Stupid shared health pools being weird right now. There we go. Got them all down. Now it's time for Ulduar. Granola o'clock, dude, in 29 minutes, Burger Phil, we can do granola, okay? But it's in the middle of a gold speed run right now, okay? Storm Peaks. There we go. Do I need to vendor here? Maybe. Maybe I ought to. Nah, I only have to kill 5 bosses in here. I don't need to vendor right now. I don't think. Nice. Yes, dude. I liked that part. No! Wrong difficulty mode. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we can salvage it. It's in 25-man mode. It needs to be in 10-man mode. There were too many trash mobs in there. That's how I saw that it was the wrong difficulty mode. That wasn't a huge time loss. We should still be okay. There we go. Alright, to council. Good, good, good. Move along. Steel Breaker. Like this guy first. Good. These guys can sometimes hurt a bit, especially when all 3 of the bosses are up. I'm gonna drag them out of this circle. Maybe try to position myself in the circle, but I care more about them not being in the circle. Okay. There. Now it's down to just one guy. We should be good. Overload. Specco asking about Tier 3 and Dark Mantle. I don't remember which pieces I use where. But my Era character is called Simonize. I have no idea if, you know, if you look up his gear on Warcraft logs, if it's going to show that or not. I don't know. But right now, I'm not focused on that. I'm locked in on this, what we're doing right now, which is going as fast as I can through these raids in Mists of Pandaria to make as much gold as I can. And I need to not screw this up. I would very much like to not screw it up. Stay focused. Get it done right. Data is up. It's now dispatch time. He's dead. We jump ahead. Looting. Those should despawn. There we go. Okay. Making all that gold for WoD Classic? No, no, no. We can buy a WoW token with it. Or... yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the only useful thing that I would do with this gold. Avoiding these snow piles. If you get too close to them, they spawn a bunch of worms. that are annoying, and then you have to kill the worms. So we don't want that. Alright, Hodier. I'm gonna run in. Whoopsies. Free the Moonkin. Free the Shaman. Wait for a Moonbeam to come up. Stand in the Moonbeam. As soon as it does. There it is. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna go to this Moonbeam. Use my Cloak of Shadows to get over here. Stay jumping, because it counts as moving. And as long as you stay moving, you don't stack up the cold debuff. Go to this Moonbeam now. Oh, I didn't quite make it into the Moonbeam. Alright, here's the Flash Freeze. We have to back away a little bit. Wait for the snow pile to come up, then go back onto the snow pile. Then we don't get frozen. And Hodier is dead. Good. Breastplate of the Wayward Conqueror, Frostplate Greaves, second Hodier chest, another 162 gold Bitter Cold Arm Guards. Okay, we're looking for Oriaya next. Hopefully she's in a good position. Perfect position. All my debuffs are up. Let's blast. Incoming Cat Lady Scream? Yeah, for some reason they haven't taken that out of the game yet. Also, I haven't installed any WeakAura that automatically doesn't play that sound file, which seems like maybe I ought to. To Freya we go. Now, Freya is the real prize in Ulduar in terms of gold. Because you don't just kill Freya, you kill the 3 Guardians first, and each of the Guardians is another 150 gold or so. And that's why coming here is, you know, this is why it's so good, is this section in particular. I'm kind of lagging. Okay, whatever. It's okay. Looted 169 gold. Enter stealth. Move along. Next Elder. Good. Damn. Impaled. Pop a heal. Go for the last Elder in the purple area. Alright, I'm not going to use Vendetta here, because I need to make sure it's available for Freya. And at this point, I still don't remember which bosses give me cooldown resets and which ones don't. There's 155 gold off of that guy. So Freya, normally, you clear multiple ad waves to reduce Freya's healing bonus, and then you finally fight Freya. We're not going to do that. That's just not happening. Yeah, it's just going to be straight up. Blast the boss as hard as I can. We got lucky with the first spawn being the big boy, because he gives me a damage buff. Alright, fight's over. Let's deal with these guys. Are they dead yet? Good. Loot. And we go to the very last instance. We have 18 minutes left on the clock. Wait, there's loot here that I didn't grab. Okay, re-Hearthstone. 18 minutes left. What gold are we at? 5,800 right now. I could hit up a vendor. I could vendor, like, yeah, right when I hit this Hearthstone, because I'm Hearthstoning to an innkeeper. Obsidian Sanctum, not very good for gold, no. Got Madness of the Betrayer, dude. Item sweet. Perfect. Okay, 3 wings. Ending on Abomination. So Spider and Plague first. Raid difficulty, we're still in 10 player. Good. Minor F, or was it just me? I don't know. I was feeling a little bit of lag during Freya there. Like some, like, you know, I just got some high latency, like it was coming through in the game too. Not just a stream issue. No! Got him. Away we go. Why am I still in combat? Vanish. Fuck your Crypt Guard. Who cares? I'm fighting that stupid Crypt Guard. I wonder if I sometimes don't get cooldown resets on the bosses because I spend less than 30 seconds in combat with them. I think that's one of the rules for cooldown resets, is you have to be in combat with the boss for a certain amount of time.
Mortal desires mean nothing. You are acolytes of the Master, and you will serve without question. The greatest glory is to die in the Master's service.
Smoke Bomb helped to pull all the caster mobs into me, and then I could easily AoE them down. There we go. Everything is looted. Good. Away we go. Oops, skitterers. What? They aggroed me? What the hell? Oh, because the shade aggroed me and pulled me out, probably. None of that stuff drops loot, I don't think. You get the option to turn on WoW drops. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Graffiti. Is there like a watching Twitch gets you something in the game type of promotion going on right now? portal's this way. You need mop Phasebis gear to complete these runs? No, I could do almost all of these bosses at level 85 in the Mists of Pandaria pre-patch. Okay, to give you a comparison of the power level, I'm now level 90 and have like 100 more item level than I did back then. They were much harder back then, but they were doable. I don't have Vendetta up. Kind of wanted to have Vendetta up for this one. If we get an air phase on Saffron, it's not going to be good. It's going to add a lot of time. No, I think we're okay. I don't think we're getting air phase. Yeah, sub 10%, it's not going up. Good. We're out of here. Not going to Kel'Thuzad. No, sir. No Kel'Thuzad today. Plague Wing, please. Which way is Plague Wing? This way. Okay. Now, we're going to aggro all these gargoyles, but we're not actually going to fight them. The trick with vanishing from mobs that see through stealth is you need to be out of line of sight of them when you perform the vanish. Oh, that's bad. So I needed to be around that corner before I hit the vanish. Poke off that debuff. Those guys despawn. We loot everything. 152 gold and a bunch of other stuff on the way to Hygen. Then Lothab. Lothab's a little bit of a slow one. He's got a buttload of health. What's the gold count at? Says Raffors, we're at just shy of 7,000, but we've got an inventory worth of stuff to vendor also. Naxxramas, hello. Did they nerf gold from old raids? On October 28th, they removed all gold from vanilla and TBC raids, and then everyone got extremely mad, and then on October 30th, they reverted the change. So it's just back to normal now. Got a Grim Toll. Good trinket. Used to be a good trinket. Alright, we can wait till we get a spore buff before I hit my Vendetta. Good. Dispatch time. Gonna be another spore coming out. There is another spore. Let me kill it. Not sure if I can take this buff in this version to any other boss. Okay, yeah, it's gone. Can't take that buff anywhere. Will this become a YouTube video? Yeah, I mean, if nothing goes wrong. We don't have some tragic accident here on Patchwork, which is prone to happen. I'm a little bit worried about it, actually. I'm in combat. Shit. This is what I was hoping was not going to happen. He's positioned very poorly. So I'm going to make an emergency glyph change to recovery, evasion, and recuperate glyphs, and equip. Yeah, fuck the glove change. Let's just heal up. So, if I can fight him on the other end of his patrol, I can nearly kill him before any of these trash mobs get to me. But if I have to fight him on this end of the patrol, they get to me much faster. It's much more dangerous for me. So I'm making sure Recuperate stays up, managing my defensive cooldowns. I used Evasion first, then I used Combat Readiness. Evasion up at the end when he does his low life enrage. Okay. Good. Loot everything. There's a lot of items there. Kill that. Kill that. And we should be good. Should be okay. That was like the only spooky part. I'm not going to take the time to do another glyph change because I just don't think it's necessary. But that glyph change I think was worthwhile to make sure I didn't die there. Slowly back up towards the next boss here. What's he doing? He's standing still. Okay. Last boss of the planned run coming up here. Don't fall off the pipe. Okay. Hug right, hug right, hug right. There we go. Okay, we're in. Pull him away from where the zombies spawn. He'll still eat a few zombies, but that's fine. We can out-damage a couple of zombies being eaten. He's dead. Looting. Deploying my scrap bot so I can vendor really quick. Make sure we should be over 8,000 gold now. We're over 8,000. Oh yeah, dude. Alright, we did it. 8,168 gold in 57 minutes 30 seconds. I don't think I can kill Thaddeus in this much time, in 2.5 minutes, but we can try. Thaddeus is really slow because you have to... These guys aren't really good. Should I do that? We can't do Thaddeus in this time. I know he takes me 2.5 minutes full. Yeah. I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna call that really good. Wait, I didn't even vendor those guys. Why didn't I vendor? Let me go back to my scrap bot. Got a little more gold than I thought. Final count, 8,175 gold. Achieved in the 57 minutes, 30 seconds. Ooh, what is this item? Frost-rimed cloth pants. 8,178 gold and 44 silver and 3 copper. Sub 1 hour. What did you do differently than last time when you had VOA planned? Well, last week's run, if we actually controlled VOA, I would have hit 8,000, I think. But last week's run, I mean, the main difference was I cut out Blackwing Lair entirely. Just not doing Blackwing Lair anymore. It's good gold. It's great, but like, it was coming in around 7,000 gold per hour when I included the travel time to Blackwing Lair. So that was just not cutting it. It was my weakest raid from last week's attempt. So I think the 7,000 gold attempt, which is the first one that made it to YouTube, was Sunwell, Black Temple, Blackwing Lair. What was the last part? Sunwell, Black Temple, Blackwing Lair, Magtheridon, and VOA. 5 raids. This one drops Blackwing Lair and it drops VOA and replaces it with Nax 10 and Ulduar. But like, only part of Nax 10 and only part of Ulduar. And frankly, I think we lost a minute to zoning into Ulduar at the wrong difficulty level. So that sucks. Like, we could have done this probably 56-30. And did I lose any other big time losses due to mistakes? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think that was the major thing. I zoned in and got all the way to the antechamber of Ulduar before I realized it was on 25-man mode. Paid off, though, overall. Yeah, I have a spreadsheet I was looking at. Let me see if I could pull this up for you guys. Phase 1 loot locations, weapon options chart. Did I not save this spreadsheet? I think I might have not saved this spreadsheet. Alright, never mind. There is no spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is a lie. Or I lost wherever I saved it. Basically, I had a spreadsheet that worked out like the exact time each thing took me and the amount of gold I got and how much gold per hour the different activities were. The TLDR version is that Ulduar, in the way that I ran it, was worth over 10,000 gold per hour. It was my best activity. Ulduar was the best. Sunwell came in around... Sunwell and Nax came in around 8,000. And then Black Temple came in around 9,000. Probably shaved 30 seconds if you had an auto vendor add-on with the auto loot. Oh, yeah, maybe. That could save me a little time. The auto loot, I think, was a big change from last time also. I think that saved me minutes, at least, compared to clicking confirm on every single bind-on pickup one. But anyways, let's call that a wrap. I think that's good. Let's hearth out of here. Never mind, my Hearthstone's in Winterguard Keep. That doesn't actually get me anywhere I want to go. There we go.